Welcome to another video by Rootstock. The process of converting between Bitcoin and rBTC and vice versa has become a lot easier with solutions like the two-way peg application. In this video, you're going to learn the step-by-step process of converting the Bitcoin secured on your Ledger hardware wallet to rBTC. So let's get started. Remember, when you use this service, you do have to take into account 4 different things. First, the rBTC that you receive on this exchange were received by you on the Rootstock network using a wallet that supports Rootstock, for example, MetaMask or Liquidity. Second, at the time of this video, order processing is performed automatically and the time is set to 100 Bitcoin confirmations, no matter how many Bitcoin you're transferring. Third, the fees that you pay for this process is the only fee you pay to send the Bitcoin. There's no additional fees that you need to pay. And fourth, to perform the exchange, you do need a minimum of 0.005 Bitcoin, and while there is no maximum for a peg-in transaction, the total amount cannot surpass the max locking cap. And at the time of the recording, the maximum locking cap is 4,000 Bitcoin, but it could change in the future. Lastly, it is very important to note that if you send less than the minimum, your funds will be lost and there is no way to recover them. The two-way peg app is available online and you can access it from the Rootstock website, rootstock.io. Go to Use, find rBTC, and then select the two-way peg app. Another way to access it is to type app.2wp.rootstock.io in your browser. Then the app opens and you'll be able to start using the tool. Now, select the option Bitcoin to rBTC and then choose Ledger. But do bear in mind that you can use any of the Trezor hardware wallets available on the market. Note that at the time of publishing this video, the only connection with the Ledger that's supported is a desktop device. It does not support a connection using a mobile device at this time. In this example, I'm going to be using a Ledger Nano S Plus and a MacBook. Now, plug your Ledger device into your computer, insert the device PIN, and choose the Bitcoin app. Then select Continue. On this page, on the left, you can see the 4 steps that need to be followed, and on the right, you'll see a transaction summary. So let's start with the first step. The first thing that you need to do is to choose the Bitcoin account that you want to select as the origin of the funds. You can choose between SegWit, Legacy, or Native SegWit. In this case, I'm going to choose Native SegWit. On the second step, you have to enter the amount of Bitcoin that you want to convert into rBTC. Now do remember that the minimum amount is 0.005 Bitcoin. On the third step, we need to let the app know where the rBTC will be deposited. For that, we have 2 options. Manually, you can type the Rootstock address or connect a wallet that supports Rootstock. It could be MetaMask or Liquidity wallet. In this case, I'm going to choose to connect with Liquidity wallet, and I already have the Liquidity wallet plugin installed on my Chrome browser. After selecting the Liquidity option, confirm the connection and the address will be automatically inserted into the input box. Moving on to the 4th step, now you have to select the transaction fee that you want to pay for your Bitcoin transaction. The pricing does depend on the current network status, and you can choose between 3 options: slow, average, or fast. In this case, I'm going to keep it as average. Before continuing to the next stage, do make sure to check the transaction summary on the right-hand side of the screen to ensure that everything is according to your requirements. When everything is acceptable, select Continue. At this stage, you now need to take action with your hardware wallet. At the top of this page, you're going to see 4 validations that need to be done. The first one is to confirm the Rootstock information. The second validation will be the funds to be transferred. The third validation will be the change address, and the 4th validation will be the fee to be paid for this transaction. Right below that, you can find the transaction summary with the Rootstock destination address, as well as the Bitcoin refund address. This address would be used to return the funds in case the Rootstock network surpasses its locking cap. It's important to check the network fees as this transaction is dependent on network conditions. The locking cap is a limitation the network has to avoid a massive overflow of funds into it. It will be removed next year, but at the time of recording this video, the locking cap is set to 4,000 Bitcoin. Finally, you can check the Bitcoin address of the PowPeg where the Bitcoin will be sent. Once you review this information, select Send, and you'll need your hardware wallet for the validation. The first validation is for output number 1. By using the buttons, move to the right and check that the values are exactly the same as the ones on your browser screen. Then move to the Accept option and confirm it by clicking both buttons at the same time. Then review output number 2 and proceed by checking that the information shown on your hardware wallet, in this case, the amount and the address, are the same as those on your browser screen. And with Accept, confirm it by clicking both buttons at the same time. Then it's the same with output number 3, which is the change address. And finally, for the fourth validation, where the fee is confirmed and the transaction is accepted and sent. Going back to the browser, the page is updated with the confirmation that the Bitcoin transaction was successfully sent, and it also displays the details of the transaction ID and the transaction link in the block cipher explorer. After 100 Bitcoin block confirmations, which is about 17 hours, the rBTC will appear in your Rootstock wallet. On your left, you can watch the video on how to see the peg in status, and in the video on the right, you can watch how to use the Liquidity wallet with the two-way peg app. Thanks for watching. And to learn more about some of the top DeFi for Bitcoin solutions and how you can use them, subscribe and check out our other videos.